Okay, so this is the image that has the graphic. Again, you can double click on this to dim it down. Zoom in to get some ruler guides, Command R. Take the ellipse tool and slowly create this first ellipse on this layer right above it. So that white line right there is the first ellipse trying to match up. Take a ruler guide, put it right down the middle, and just have to have it selected so you can see the center part. And that'll give you a little bit of a selection to hang on to. This part that has all the points to it is a 50-point star. So again, if you hold the Option, it'll work its way out. Then the Command key will give you the section for that star piece. And this will give you this particular star shape that you can place right in there. So you can select them and use the Align tool as well. Make sure it's selected to the selection, like so. And right there will give you that rotation. And you can rotate it to fit where it has to belong. This elliptical shape, Option Shift for this dotted line. Just zoom in, make sure the stroke palette has the dashed line, and it'll be about a 4-point gap there. Okay. Zoom into this section for the stars again. This part that has the star, if you double click on it, it's going to give you this particular star. So I'm just going to have to say 5 points and minimize it down. Click OK. So now you have this particular section here. And just hold the Shift and the Option to get it so it's lined up. Take it off of the dashed line and drag it down to make that piece fit. Switch the color around, do the Option, duplicate it right up to the top there, select these two, hold the Option key and click. This will give you a vertical axis that you can just copy those over. Okay, Command deselect it, take the pen tool, Cap Lock key will let you create this image right on the outside edge. And just use the pen tool. And just go ahead and draw this here. So you can just easily do a horizontal line. Take the ellipse tool, Shift key, spacebar to place it in there. Okay, swap the color over. Option and duplicate it right over the top. So it makes that relatively easy there. Same with these stars up at the top. Just draw these. You don't have the Option key for it, so you can just select it to give it the outside edge. Eyedrop tool places it right to where it belongs. Option and duplicate it, just make it a little bit smaller. Eyedrop tool to get the color. And then just zoom out. And you can see that these are down here at the bottom. So just select them, Option, drag these up here. Place that there. These stripes, for example, much easier to do once you have these drawn out. So these are just rectangles. Taking a look at it on the opposite side. So when you take a look at one of these, it's just a shape. Just grab the eyedrop tool, select it, And just take this end one. So once you have a row of these down here, you can easily select these, group these together, and just extend them. Take the skew tool, shear tool right here, just click and lay the entire system over there. So here's the corner for it. Here's the skew tool, and I'll just lean it right over, so it makes it much easier for that. Take this part, take this part down a little bit, and see on this piece, come over and leans it over with the shift key held down. Then just take a rectangle tool and you can create that shape that it fits in. It's on top of it. Select the both of them and just use it as object. Make it as a clipping mask, and that's your part. And then just take the outer edge of this and you can object, clipping mask, edit or release. That's one way to do it. You can just double click on it, take the direct selection tool, and draw these out like so. Okay, so very easily placed in there. Just put this behind everything. You can hide it for a second. Zoom into this part. Here I just have the text over to the side. With the paragraph, make it centered. With the character, you have these options to choose from. Highlight impact as a good font to use. And simply just shift it up till you get there. And try to match at least the top of it with the free. Take the text tool, keep the character over close. Show more options. There's this part here. You can kind of see the free becomes there. Highlight the shipping. Make it a little bit smaller. And change the leading for that. Just do the same with each one. So it's all in the same text box, but it makes it a little bit easier to isolate it. So this way you don't have to make a few text boxes all the way through it. There it is, white. And then just go back through it, change the coloring for it. Change this, change the color to white, change this, change that color to white. So you can kind of see these items here. And there you go with the layers there. And there you have it.